G'day everyone, my name's Michelle and I'm a CDH1 gene mutation patient. um, I'm giving my latest health update. The past couple of months I've been having a pressure just above the bladder on the left side, and also the last month or so I've been having a pressure underneath the left side of the ribs, and also in between the top of the ribs, just I don't know if you can see it, just there in between the top of the ribs at the top of the stomach. There's been a lot of pressure and pain. Last night the pain got a little bit worse. I did a lot of praying. But the pain was worse. I haven't been able to I have trouble wearing a bra, or even without a bra it hurts. But a bra, or even a bra that hasn't got not tight, or a top that's not tight, it really hurts in between the ribs at the top of the stomach area. I'll just give you a little bit of a background story of what I'm going through. Originally, a couple of years ago, 2014, I was poisoned accidentally when friends used Roundup, and I ended up with esophagitis, my liver enlarged, losing my gallbladder, really bad esophagitis, gastritis, which led to stomach problems and heart problems and even lung problems. I've also, the liver ended up enlarging to the equivalent of someone who drank a lot or took drugs, which was very embarrassing when I was going to see doctors. But finally they worked out it was Roundup poisoning, and all the effects were caused by the Roundup poisoning. So on my medical forms it was put down as Roundup poisoning accidental. I've forgiven everyone involved in that accident, and the Lord turned around what was bad into something good. I didn't go back to my hematologist oncologist for a while, because every time I mentioned about my stomach, nobody was doing anything. He even said to me at one stage, what do you think you've got, that CDH1 gene mutation? And I said, well, my aunties died of stomach cancer. They were open up and shut and passed away. And so when I was having the stomach problems, it was always in the back of my mind. And because I was being given a hard time, I didn't go back to my doctors for about 2 years. Then the pain started getting worse. So last year I prayed about it and went to the City of Hope and asked for a second opinion. And by the grace of God, they had a researcher called me and said, would I like to do a gene mutation test that shows up all the different cancers and gene mutations? And I said, yes, please. I'm always on Ancestry, and I'm a family historian nerd, so I sort of knew what I was going to find to a certain point. And but, if not for my own health reasons, but for other family members, I wanted to know. So I did it. And just before I got my results back, I said to my husband, the Lord's going to break generational curses. And the next day I received the results, and it showed that I had the CDH1 gene mutation, hereditary diffuse gastric cancer, and the breast cancer. It gives you a higher chance of getting it. So what I did, I kept reading, and my sons, if they have it, have a 67% chance of hereditary diffuse gastric cancer, and my daughters have an 87% chance of hereditary diffuse gastric cancer and breast cancer. Now, I've already had lumps in my breast for a long time, so I'm having to have extra mammograms and tests on my breast, and I will be having my breast removed after I have my stomach removed sometime in the future after then. The pain in my stomach lately has been, as I said, getting worse, and I want to grow old. But the blessing that the Lord did was allow so I can find out and it can help other people, other family members. So if you're a family member, please get tested, if not for yourself, for your family members, because stomach cancer and breast cancer aren't something to toy with, especially if you've had it in your generations. I found it back years on both my dad's side and mum's side. And I don't want anyone else getting it. If you love your family, get tested. And to my family members, please get tested. I don't want you going through this. In the future, there'll be tests and procedures so people don't have to have their stomachs out. Each of my children has a 50% chance of having it. And if they don't have it, they're fine. Their generations don't have it. But if they do have it, they need to be tested regularly. And they have a choice of having their stomach removed. And in the future, their children, there should be hopefully some sort of cure or procedure where people don't have to have their stomachs removed. Or it might be cured straight away. But that's what research does for the future generations. I have to have my stomach out because I haven't been able to eat solids since 2015. And the heartburn and the pain, and every time I'm in pain, it's like, wow. If it is there, I hope it's early stages, but the fact that I can't eat, and when I do eat, it's like, for example, if I have water, a whole bottle of water, it feels like I've been at a hometown buffet picking out or something. A piece of toast fills my stomach up to the point where it feels like I've binged eaten. I'm trusting the Lord, but no matter what the result is, I'm okay with it and I have peace, because the gift of knowledge and finding out for my generations, my future generations, my children, cousins and brothers, that gives me peace, because that knowledge there for them to be tested, and I know whatever happens, they've got the option. So please get tested. And we've got to get out there and get the awareness out about stomach cancer and breast cancer. But stomach cancer, there needs to be more awareness out so people, it could be found early, and so there's less complications and deaths. A lot of young people are going through this, and they get brushed off because they're so young. They get told it's stress, they get told it's, you're eating too much, or they're probably drinking too much. So young people, it's not being found in young people. So if you've got the gift of finding out that your family has CDH1 gene mutation, please get tested. If you're a family member and you have heartburn, having trouble eating, any problems with your stomach, please, use this video if you have to, and tell your doctors that you have a gene mutation in your family and you want to be tested. And if you have trouble with your doctors, please contact me and I can get you linked up with other support groups, and I'll do whatever I can to help anyone who's going through this. Anyway, have a blessed day, and please keep me in prayer. I'm trusting the Lord, but sometimes I get a little bit scared when I'm in pain, and please keep my husband in prayer, because it's hard for loved ones when they're watching someone go through this. So that's another reason why you need to get tested, so your kids, husbands, wives, and loved ones and friends don't have to, be worried that you might have it. Get tested and be vigilant. Anyway, God bless you all. Bye.